Protect mental health, be a self-starter. Series 2, be the master of our brain health. Episode 2, knowing our brain, unleashing our potential. In the first episode, we have learned that our brain is rich in resources and the importance of keeping our brain active along the life course. In this episode, we will look at how prolonged exposure to stress and threats in stressful environments might affect our brain functioning. I conclude that cultivating self-awareness is the first step to protect our brain health before unleashing potential. Brain health. What is brain health? According to the World Health Organization position paper, Optimizing Brain Health Across the Life Course, 2022, it is the state of brain functioning across cognitive, sensory, social-emotional, behavioral and motor domain, allowing persons to realize their full potential over the life course, irrespective of the presence or absence of disorders. There are 5 determinants that affect our brain health, namely physical health, healthy environments, safety and security, learning and social connections, and access to quality health and social services. Environment and brain functioning. Does the following conversation sound familiar? Teacher, did you use your brain? How come you made such a silly mistake? Student, I really do not understand. During my childhood, I was often questioned by my teachers if I have a brain. I was puzzled why my brain was not working, and I experienced many setbacks in my early years of study. According to the literature of neuroscience, there was a triune brain hypothesis, stating the functions of the brain that have undergone the following stages of evolution, namely the instinctive functions with the brain stem in charge of our primal instincts, and then the limbic system for the functions of our emotions and short-term memory, and the later development is the neocortex that is responsible for objective or rational thoughts and decision-making. According to the World Health Organization position paper, Optimizing Brain Health Across the Life Course, 2022, environment is one of the determinants that affect our brain health. Looking back on the learning environment in my early years, I experienced strong negative emotions with poor academic performance. I was extremely afraid of having math lessons because of the corporal punishment, which was a common practice. I remember one hit on the palm by a wooden ruler for one mistake made. The more mistakes made, the more the hits. And even worse, I was usually the last one to get the punishment in front of the class since I made many mistakes. The wait for the turn to be punished made me ashamed. I perceived that the study environment stressful and intimidating. Since corporal punishment was so common throughout my study, I could say I had lived under pressure for a long time. How does it affect the brain? According to the research in neuroscience, when we experience stressful events or threats, amygdala, the part of the limbic system that is responsible for managing negative emotions, reacts rapidly in seconds. And the neural circuits responsible for sending information to the cerebral cortex for analysis and processing are affected, and hence the cognitive functions of our brain will be interrupted. Probably, I failed to think because I was in constant state of fear in my early years of study. Research also shows that prolonged exposure to stress can affect the normal functioning of the prefrontal cortex, and gradually the brain structure will also be changed, pose harm to our brain health and cause mental illness such as depression. Awareness as self-help. To stop in the state of constant fear, the first step is to have the awareness of our emotional states under the stressful conditions. Let's imagine in a busy traffic with vehicles passing in high speed from different directions, we will experience strong physiological and emotional responses that affect our ability to think clearly. To calm ourselves down, we need to press the brake and calmly tell our panic self, I feel the situation overwhelming, I need to slow myself down. Let me pause a while by parking my car aside. This creates the time and space for our neural circuits to send the information to the neocortex for cognitive processing. Next episode, our extraordinary brain. In the next episode, I will present the latest research in neuroscience showing how extraordinary our brain is. We will learn how incredible our brain is, especially at the time of adversity. Author, Dr. S.P. Chan, Doctor of Psychotherapy and Counselling, University of Edinburgh, UK. Master of Science, Mental Health, the Chinese University of Hong Kong. Master of Science, Psychiatry, Cardiff University, UK. The 20th of January 2023.